Hi everybody, welcome back to the craft room. I'm going to show you my 2022 October daily, what I have planned. Now I always tell you what I have planned and I get it decorated and then I don't do nothing with it. Well, it sits up here. I'm behind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 years in December daily and 2 for October daily, which is kind of, I mean, I have all the pictures, everything is there, everything is that I need is there, and all the notes and everything is there. I just have to sit down and do them. And at some point I will probably do that as a series, but for this year what I do is I get it ready, I kind of get it decorated, I print out my pictures at the end of October or the end of December, whichever one I'm doing, and I put them with the book, with the calendar, with all the notes. Everything is in there. And then it sits up on my shelf. I'm getting so there's not enough room up there now though. So let's talk about this year. Now I'm doing this in August because I don't want to do it in October. I might decide in October, okay, let's do days 1 through 5 or what have you, I may decide to do that and I want it all ready to go. So what I'm doing is I went online to check things out, just scoping things out and everything. And anyways, so that's how I start, is just look around, see what I got. I don't want to buy anything if I don't have to. And we'll just keep going from there. Now, when Ariel leaves home, I'm probably not going to do this anymore. Unless the spirit moves me, I'm probably not going to do it anymore. So I got like another 5 years, 5 more books, and I probably won't do it anymore. So I'll go back to doing my regular stuff, and what will happen after that, if they're not finished, is the time that I sit down to do those. So that's probably how it's going to work. I don't know. But anyway, so welcome everybody. If you're new, hi, how are you? My name is Laura, and this is my personal channel. I have 2 channels. This is my personal channel that I do everything from crafts, planners, beauty, diet, you name it. Everything is on this channel. And I know you should be specific, but this is my life channel. This is stuff that I do, I like to do. This is what I do. So, okay. So today we are going to talk about the October Daily for this year. Now, you see the black and white stripe. You can probably guess what I'm going to do is, yes, it's Beetlejuice. Now, I have tried to go online to find Beetlejuice scrapbook paper. There's no such thing. You can go to Etsy and find stuff that people have made and purchase it that way, but there's no scrapbook kit, no book of paper or anything for that. If there is, I don't know about it and I have not found it. If you know, comment down below and let me know so I can go buy it, So I know that from what everybody else I've seen that does is they use black and white, the stripe, of course, and pictures from the movie, okay? And they use green, purple, and black and white paper. Well, I have a bunch of black and white paper. I have some green and I have some purple. So that's what I've done. Here is my one and only scrapbook box that has all my Halloween papers in it. Now I do have some on my little handmade scrap rack behind me, but it's not really, well, there's green. There's a little bit over there, but not a lot. Excuse me, the majority of it is in here. So I noticed that some of this from my scrapbook from last year, I've already cut the papers and everything for the witch house. I've already decorated the little papers in it. So I just needed to make the 4 rooms that I wanted to make, and I've got plenty of paper for that. So anyway, so this is what we're going to do. Now, I have not printed out, I thought I did, but it's not in here. I don't know what I did with it. I know I printed out my little calendar that I put on the inside of my book. This is October. I'm not sure where that is. Actually, it's probably in my planner in October. It's sitting in there. I need to bring it down here and put it in here. I think the reason it's up there is because I printed out one that I can color. So I just put little spiders up here. And it's going to be like a little walkthrough. It's the only thing that's in here is paper. It's going to be Beetlejuice themed. So I'm going to show you some things for that. So right now I'm just going to show you some papers. Now I was short some of my inserts. I think I needed 4 more, and I'm not going to buy them. So I'm using what I have. So when we get to December, when I look at December's, I'll have to see what I have. I think I have some already that I purchased, and I think that it's going to be okay. But anyway, I had some of these card things. So what I did is I just folded it over so I can put more pictures in here or journaling. So let me bring you a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, hopefully, there we go. So I've used black and white, obviously. I've got some leftover lined paper from the witch house. I got some leftover stuff, and it's 2-sided, so I just put in the colors. Now I can switch these up any way that I want. I will usually decorate the spine right here with some washi tape, and I've got washi tape, but I just kind of use some purple. I use mostly black and white stripe. There's some purple, there's some green. This is another one that opens. I kind of, because I had 4 of these, and just like the other one, I kind of separate the weeks, so that's what I'm kind of going to do. I haven't gone through here to label the days yet, because I'm not sure what I'm going to use for numbers. I think I have some in here, but we'll have to see. So just a quick run through. Here's a purple page. Here's some purple. And I had this paper that looked like old picture frames, which I think is pretty cute. From, here's some more striped spider. It's green, purple, green. Look at the little eyes. It looks like eyes to me. And, purple, green, and black and white is what I went for. Some purple and black, just plain, either side. Some spider web. Some of that. And I know that when I always go overboard with pictures. I don't do just one picture per day. There's usually a bunch. So I will make another paper or a fold out with the pictures on it or whatever. And then at the end of the book, I just put the crow right there and the creepy tree. I don't think that has anything to do with Beetlejuice, but when you go into like was it the forest or whatever it was with the monster or whatever? So like that. So that's what the book looks like. I sat here a few days ago and just cut everything out. I figured out what the measurement, that's why there's some funky ones that don't really fit right, is because I was trying to figure out the sizing and stuff. So there's the book. Yes, I want to do Beetlejuice themed. So we'll have to see. Sorry about that. So anyway, so we are going to do Beetlejuice themed. So, and it's hard to find Beetlejuice stuff because it's copyrighted. I mean, you have to, and there's not that much. They have toys and they have fabric, but I haven't found paper. So that's why I decided to just use my own paper with those colors. And I happened to find this book at my thrift store, and I'm like, perfect. So I'll put 2022 right here, and then I'll start doing different pages. Now, I also found, I was looking through, I'll show you what I was thinking. Okay, I printed out some Beetlejuice pictures. This one did not come out right. I'm not happy about that, so I'm gonna have to figure this one out again. But I went in to print out some Beetlejuice pictures. This one didn't print out the way I wanted it to either. It says, the ghost with the most picture. And it cut it off. So I'm gonna have to redo my pictures on here. This one did, I just have to cut it up where they're getting married. And then this one, I wanted the, like, this, you know, this part up here. And I thought I could put that on the front cover, or I could print out another one of these ones which has different ones, and I can cut these apart, little pieces, or I can just print out a bunch more of these to put in there. This didn't come out the way I wanted it to either. This is the monster, he turns into the snake. And then this one did, I tried to get them as ghosts, but I couldn't find the pictures anywhere. So I did print out 2 of these. So I do have 2 of those. But I think I might use this one on the front cover. So I'll put this on here somehow. I'll put it on there somehow like that, you know. And then I got her dancing right here, and I got another one of these. So there's a couple of pictures I need to maneuver and reprint out, and I will go in and do that. But I have these pictures, and then what was it, the picture that I was thinking of? Hold on, let me find it. I think I have it. No, there were a couple of more pictures that I didn't print. Anyway, yeah, I wonder what happened. They got deleted somehow. Anyway, there was one with him. It doesn't show his head, it just shows his tie and jacket. I thought it was one of these. Is it still on my phone? I don't know why those didn't print out right. That's weird. Okay, anyway, it has a picture of him with his suit, and it just shows his tie. Well, I'm like, how can I make that into like a tag? So I was sitting there. I did a search on YouTube, Pinterest on how to make a suit jacket and shirt tie thing and out of paper. So I found one, and this is my little prototype that I sat down with. So they had a long piece of paper, like a long rectangle piece of paper, and then they folded it so it met in the middle. And then they just folded over the edges like that. I'm like, that's perfect. So I can either seal it right here and use a slide card, or I can just open it up. Doesn't matter. And then the shirt was the same way. They measured, I didn't do any measurements, but you can measure a piece of paper that's gonna fit in here, right? And to fit down in here so the shirt sticks out. Okay, so I copied their thing, and I got the piece of paper, and then they cut in evenly on either side, and then the middle you folded down into their shirt collar. So I did that, and I'm like, okay, how am I gonna do the tie? Wasn't sure how I was gonna get the tie in here. So here's my little thing I just did at night, sitting upstairs, my little prototype. then I'm like, okay, I want to make it. Okay, so I got a piece of lined paper because I don't have just the black and white lined paper, but this is black and white and gray, but it'll work. The same thing, I folded it over. I wanted to be able to put pictures in it, okay, a picture in it or whatever. So here's the shirt piece. This isn't white, but his shirt is dingy in the colors. So I thought that would be okay, you know. And then I'm like, how am I gonna get the tie in here? So I kind of just cut a piece of paper, folded over the top like this, just folded it over so it looks like that, but it's more rounded. So I can either stick it on the outside like this, which in the pictures, it's not like that. He's got it on like this, right? So you can open it and you could, you know, take this out and put pictures on the back side of it or whatever on the inside of this, like this. Or I can leave it on the inside, you know, the outside, like this, and have it hooked to one of the sides of the paper here. So when you open it, it's gonna open with it, you know what I mean? It's gonna open with it, like that. So I haven't quite decided how that is gonna happen yet. Because if I hook the tie on my paper here, you gotta be able to lift it up to put a picture there or whatever. So there's my little prototype. Now, you other crafty people out there can figure out how to do this. Let me know. Because that's what I'm thinking as an insert somewhere in here is his shirt, to do his shirt. I thought that would be good. So there is the front part of my book. And then I have a numerous amount of leftover pieces. I have some extra the inserts. I have some of these left over that we can use. I like these letters, but there's not enough for each page, you know. And then there's various other papers. Now I have this paper. It's not stickers, but it's, you know, green, purple, black. I don't want to use orange. So I don't know if there's enough to do that, or if I can go in and find the font that is on Beetlejuice. Right here, the font. It's kind of like a creepy, I'll have to see the font of it, see if I can bring it up and print out the name and put on the front cover here, Beetlejuice, 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 you know? I could do that, which I thought would be fun, is to put it across, you know? Or I can just not even bother with that and just put the main page, you know, put this there and this on there and just do Beetlejuice. I don't know. I was trying to figure out something, but I do need to redo these pictures because they're not coming out very well. I don't know why they're not doing that. So anyway, that is my October daily. That's the plan for it. So what do you think? Do you think that is pretty good, guys? I think so, and I've got it ready. So if I decide I want to print out pictures and put them in there, I do need to figure out the days, you know, the weeks. So what I do is I go into my calendar and I go to October. The first week is, like this would be the first week, week 1. So this would be, I'm going to use these as extras. So this would be day 1, October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, take that out, 5th, 6th, 7, 8, 9. So we would move this one and put it here. And what I usually do is I take a sticky pad, a little one, I don't have my little ones. I can go week 1 is 1 through 9, okay? And what I'll do is, right here, put it on here, week 1, 1 through 9. Take this one out. I'll separate the weeks, okay? So this would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this would be the start of week 2. So this would be week 2. So this would be week 2, number 10 through 16. Put that on there, right? It's week 10 through 16. So we put 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, okay? And this is week 3, which is 17 through 23rd. Okay, so then we're going to count 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, this is 23. So this is going to be week 4, 24 through 31. So I am short some pages. So that's why I was going to use these extra ones for that. But that's how I go through and figure it out, is how I'm going to need it, and a lot of sticky notes. So I can do this and use it as number 1, use this as number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? And this would be start of the next one. This is number 10, which is probably what I'm going to do because I have to integrate those other pages. So we will do that. So let's take this out. Okay, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Well, 9. Okay, so 10 would be right here. Right? And it takes several times to figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is going to actually be week 2 would be, yeah, 10. Okay, so still figured it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is number 10. Okay, 10. There you go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so then you're gonna do it like this. This should be 17, right? So we'll go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, 16 and 17 starts here. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, and then week 4 would start here. Okay, so let's count again. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, okay, and 24 starts right here. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So what I'm going to do here is because 31 has more pictures in it because it's Halloween. We will move this around to when Halloween is. That way I can put more pictures in here. So that's how that's going to be. So this is going to be week, 24th through. So that's how I divvy it up. That's how I figure it out. And it's worked for me. I mean, it's worked pretty well. Because I do the same thing for December. As I use stickies to figure out the days and stuff. Now, what I can do too, if I don't get the pictures printed right away, is I make notes in my little calendar. Like I have the calendar on here. But I also have my October and my big planner, which you have more room to write, or I can take journaling paper, find some Halloween, make some Halloween paper that you can write on, that you can see, like a plain colored one or whatever, and put this in here. Like I can journal like the week of this 1 through the 9th. We set up the outside for October, for Halloween. We set it up. We figured out what the costume's going to be, with pictures, and then that way the pictures will go in there with some of the journaling. You know what I mean? So that's how I do it. I need to put my calendar in here though. And I'll write in this calendar, because it's not big enough to like make notes, but it's big enough to jot down like October 1st, we put everything outside for Halloween. We decorate for Halloween. And then maybe we'll bake cookies or have a spooky night. We'll watch movies. I'll document that stuff on here. So, there we go. That's how I plan for this. I usually get it done sooner than this. I usually have an idea way ahead of time, and I'm sitting here thinking about it. I figured out what I wanted to do for Christmas with that one, for that one, and then I usually at the same time I'm figuring, okay, what am I going to do for Halloween this year? I'll go through and look at what I have and say, okay, what can I do? What can I do? And Beetlejuice just came to me when I got this. I'm like, awesome. Okay, it's striped Beetlejuice. And then for Christmas, it was a little harder to figure out, but I figured it out probably December this last year. I'm like, oh, okay, I want to do that. Because last year it was gingerbread, right? It was the gingerbread stuff. And this year is North Pole, just North Pole. So Santa's workshop, toys, cookies and stuff like that. So I found this has nothing to do with October dailies, but I did find Santa's Workshop paper, but it's old. And the only place that had it was somebody in the United Kingdom. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But anyway, so that's it for now. We have our desk set up for October. This is gonna stay this way. Oh, probably towards end of, October, in October, the end, after Halloween, I'll take this and put it away and put my Christmas stuff back out. And that'll stay out until I get sick of looking at it. So it'll stay out for a while. So I hope you enjoyed my thought process for this, for my October daily. I did get everything, and that's what I recommend, is figure out what your cover is going to be. Figure it out. If you have no idea what you want to do as a theme, I just kind of look at Halloween theme kind of stuff. When she was littler, I made it more kitty looking, like some of my books I have. And then I have some creepy ones, like one year was skeletons, last year was the witch house. It's just different things. And this, when I happened to see this, I'm like, okay, I guess I know my theme this year. It's Beetlejuice. So it automatically came to me. But when I got home, I tried to find a paper, and I'm like, there's got to be scrapbook paper for Beetlejuice. No. If there is, I have no idea where it is or how to find it. So I did a search, and I was like, you know what? I've got green and purple. I can just use those colors and just add pictures, print out pictures from the movie. So that's what I did, is I was like, okay, I'm going to print out pictures from the movie and use it, for different pieces in here. So we'll see how it turns out. So that's how I do it. And then I decorate it. I can change it around if I want. And I can add things, like if I find things from Beetlejuice, if I find little ephemera, which I think I have a couple of things in my watch list, actually. But I can go in and just print scenes from the actual movie and put it in here as a journaling card or whatever, And that will be one of the first movies that we watch. I'll print out, or I'll copy the cover of the movie and put it like the main page, like right here, and then maybe write down how I figured out what the theme's going to be. I was going to the thrift store, I found this book, and I automatically figured Beetlejuice, write a little story about it. And that's what it is memory keeping. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my thought process for this. And I'm adding it in August, so you can get going on it, give you some more ideas to start thinking about or whatnot. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon. Bye now.